1st, actually. So grades are due for me early next week, I think by Tuesday. I will probably update them over the weekend. It is unlikely that your quiz on Monday will be on your midterm, unless I get delayed for some reason. By the time I get makeups done, then I probably just won't, okay? So that being said, I did send you a message last night that I had updated Skyward. And I will say some of you have some holes that could potentially be filled in before grades. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm not usually a big, super generous acceptor of late work. I realize the last month has been weird, and some of you have had extenuating circumstances and Wi-Fi problems and computer problems, and just life in general has been challenging and weird. So I'm being super generous. I am happy to take anything that you still want to give me. All right. So you should take advantage of my generosity and get me things. So in a few minutes, not right now, please, but in a few minutes, if you have not looked at Skyward recently, look at it, see what you're missing, and get it to me. I don't know, what else to say besides do that and get your grade up. Some of you are missing nothing, but some of you are missing a lot. So take advantage of that. I did send you a message about textbook assignments. What I am doing is, I think I mentioned this before, but 70% is like your minimum score to get a 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 5 or whatever points it's worth. So if you haven't done an assignment, do it. If you're in progress, I didn't give you very many points for that. If you did it and did not get at least that 70%, you maybe got half credit. So you got to go back and do it again. It gives you an option at the end to redo it. So, 70% seems pretty reasonable to me. It means you can still make a couple mistakes and still get full credit. So please take advantage of that. If you're having a textbook issue of any kind, stay on at the end. I'm happy to see if we can figure out what's going on. But let's take care of those missing assignments, okay? Let's get yourselves a few more points before our midterm grade, all right? That being said, I think I mentioned this the other day. Sometimes I get alerts if you turn in something late, sometimes I don't. So if you turn something in and you want to send me a message, a really nice one, and be like, Miss Elverly, thanks for letting me turn this in. I turned in blah, blah, blah. Then I can be on the lookout for it, or just wait for me to update Skyward probably by Sunday. And if you don't see something that you know you did, then send me a really nice message and be like, hey, Miss Elverly, I actually did do blah, blah, blah. Can you double check for me? So you got to be responsible for making sure that everything's getting into the grade book, because it's weird because it has to go to Canvas and then it has to go to Skyward, so, or your textbook and then Skyward. Okay, so that being said, I would like to share my screen with you and show you the recap of what you can expect on this quiz on Monday. So it's just under classwork for today. So I already gave you your pep talk about getting me your missing work. So here we are. Discuss Prueba Grande. All right. I can't remember. I'd say it's at maybe about 40 points. So it's a nice chunk of points. Here are all the topics that we have done so far this semester. They're, in theory, all review topics, but I don't know how well you'll learn them the first time. So conjugating AR, ER, IR verbs, irregulars, like go verbs and yo verbs. We had ser and a star, tener, ear, oir, decir, some stem changers, and I'll show you in a second. That's not me. There we go. I'll show you in a second where you can find notes on all that, but let's see. Then we had stem changing verbs or boot verbs, shoe verbs. We had reflexive verbs. We had verbs like gustar, and we had possessive adjectives, and then just a general vocab. All right, so again, it's kind of a lot of grammar-y, just verb stuff on this one, because the idea was to make sure that you're good with all that stuff before we start some new stuff. If you need access to any of these notes, let me remind you, you go to the homepage, you click under class resources, and you will see all of the topics that we have covered, okay? There's notes on every single thing that I just said. So go through and review any of those as needed. Okay, format of the quiz, I mean, it's online. It's multiple choice and fill in the blanks, some short answer. That's kind of what it looks like. You'll have the period to do it on Monday. So, questions for me on this quiz? Okay, so make sure you're here on Monday, make sure you're here on time so you can have the full amount of time to work, okay? All right, so I put together a Kahoot that reviews most of those topics. So let's play. Where is it? All right. So you guys are Spanish 3. All right, get ready. There it is. Please join with your names so that I can see it. And just like oh no, we didn't play this before. I think I'll offer some bonus points on your quiz on Monday for my top scorers. So make sure I can read your name to give you your points. All right, we're gonna need about 5 more people. Oh, I think that's everybody. Am I missing anybody? Unmute real quick and yell at me if you're still trying to log in. I think that's it. Okay, let's do this. STEM changers. Well, good. Most of us know they do not stem change in nosotros. Remember, that's the boot thing or the shoe. And so everything inside the shoe changes, outside does not. All right. See how we did. Okay, Joel, Braden, Blake, Kendall, and Alex off to a quick start. Can they hold on to it? Which is not a go verb. Okay, so I feel like maybe the confusion is they're all irregular in the yo verb, in the yo form, but a go verb has to end in go, right? So this is yo voy. That's irregular, but doesn't have a go in it. This is hago, pongo, salgo. You're mixing it up. Oh, Joel's on top. All right, few new faces there. See what we can do. Good. So again, it goes back to it doesn't stem change in nosotros. So it's podemos with an O, not pue, right? The others are puedo and pueden. So all stem changer practice. Muy bien. All right, triple B, Kendall. Okay. So listen, we've got O to UE, like puedo. We've got E to IE, like I think your example was pierdo, to lose. And E to I, pedo. That one I just made up. Okay, there's no A to E. A to EA. Not a thing. Joel, stand strong at the top there. All right, who's going to unseat him? Okay, so this was a little vocab. They're all stem changers and they're all spelled correctly. So you had to make sure you knew what they meant. So I blank do the homework to do the homework. So I sleep to do the homework. I lose to do the homework. I serve to do the homework. Nope. I prefer to do the homework. So a little vocab there. Wow. Like a little movement every time, not too much. Oh, wow. Tough round. 4 players lost their answer streak. Sorry, that's tough, man. Talk about reflexive. Okay, so remember that's the whole point of a reflexive verb. It is something I do for myself, you do for yourself, he does for himself, she does for herself, we do for ourselves, they do for themselves. Okay, so you have to do it to oneself. The movement there at the bottom. Ooh, careful on this. Not a reflexive pronoun. I thought I might be a little tricky here. So look, gusta, encanta, interesa, importa, use ley. It's not reflexive. The reflexive is me, te, se, nos, se. All right, ley is different. That goes with, that's like an indirect object pronoun. Okay, so I was being a little tricky there. C. Oh, still staying strong at the top. All right, let's practice some reflexives. Okay, looking pretty good. Remember, we just said ley doesn't go with reflexive. Okay, ley goes with gusta, encanta, interesa, importa. So for reflexive, it has to be se. Se cepilla los dientes. Okay, look, I got tricks for both of these. Look, these are the 2 top ones. Despertar, to wake up, right? Because you're desperate to stay asleep, but you have to wake up. All right, acostar has the word star in it. Remember, when you see the stars, you have to go to bed. So they're opposites. Be careful. It looks like some of you got those confused. And let's see, no stem change because it's nosotros, and that just means we get dressed. Joel, solid. Okay, so let's see. They, so you have to have say. All right, so it's E to I. So that's out. And these, it's a vestir, it's an IR verb, so it has to have EN, not AN. Say visten. So lots of little things you're looking at. Reflexive, you're looking at conjugating, you're looking at when its stem changes. Look at those. All right. So listen, I'm going to go to bed. 2 verbs, 2 options. So let's see. Obviously, that's one of the right options. I'm going to go to bed. The may has to change in the yo form. All right. What's wrong with this one? Well, I put it before, I used it twice. So it either goes before the first verb or attached to the second. You don't need to put it twice. Over here, it can never go in the middle. Either goes before the first or attached to the second. And here, you have to change it to may because it's in the yo form. So lots of little details there. Muy bien, muy bien. Like how we added a little fire to you, Joel. Okay, so let's look at this one. Sports are important to them. Okay, sports is plural, so importan has to be plural, and lace would be to them. This is interesting instead of important. And let's see, this is sports are important to us. And this, the importa, does not match deportes. So again, lots of little details. Yikes. Ooh, look. All right, everybody pay attention. Only 3 of you got this. I wonder if our board's gonna move. Okay, everybody look closely. I guarantee I'll have one like this on your quiz on Monday. All right, so movies are pleasing to me. Movies is plural, so encantan. Okay, you have to look. This word is affected by what comes after it. Has nothing to do with the may. I'm going to say that again because most of you picked this one. Okay, look at what comes after the blank to decide about whether it's encanta or encantan, plural. Okay, be careful. Oh, Joel, my, very solid. Good job to those of you who got that up. Think about the last one. Get it right this time. Much better. Good job, guys. Okay, look. So again, programs or shows is plural, so you found the on there, right? And it's RU, so te. So these were the te's, that's gusta. And again, much better on that one. Ooh, nice work with your streak there, Blay. All right, I think I got, what, 2 more, 3 more, 2 more. 15, 3 more. All right, so as we've been saying with possessive adjectives, and I'm going to leave you with a little practice on these today, okay? It has to match what you're talking about, what you're possessing. So tickets, so mis, okay? That has to match, okay? Problem here, can't be mi boletos because that's plural. All right, I got 2 more. Okay, remember, we said it has to match, the possessive adjective has to match the word it's describing. Our practice, practice is feminine, nuestra práctica. Look here, nuestro does not match. So it goes back to adjective agreement, okay? You have to make everything agree, okay? These are possessive adjectives. All right, here's our scoreboard going into the end here. Last one. Make it match, make it match. Much better, okay? So their homework, again, tarea, singular, singular, okay? Make it match, make it match, make it match. All right, here we go. 4 bonus points on your quiz on Monday. Blaze getting a point. Braden's getting 2. And I think we know who this is going to. Nice job, Joel. And Evelyn and Caleb, I'll give you a little something, some points at least. All right. Oh, why is that still making noise? Hold on. Make it stop. Stop, make it stop. Okay. All right, so hopefully that was a good little review for you. I have one last practice for you to do on possessive adjectives. I will make that worth some points, so take your time on it, and then study, get me any missing assignments, stay on if you have any questions, but here is your last thing, official thing, right? It's this one last practice of adjectives. So I would like you to click on that now. And what it is, it's 6 points, 6 questions. Okay, so choose carefully. Make sure the me or the tu or the su or the nuestro matches what you're talking about. Okay, in number and gender. So take care of your do now. And otherwise, like I said, get me any makeup work you can and have a great weekend. And stick around if you have any questions. Otherwise, hasta lunes.